The best hollow point guns you should use in Phantom Forces. This list today comes from Spezies, so the Discord server will be in the link in the description below if you want to join his server. And also, let's see if we can get 150 subscribers and 500 likes this video, because I'm feeling bold today and we've actually been going crazy, so I appreciate the support. But to start our list today, we have the AK-47 with hollow point, and the reason that this does go with hollow point now, whereas it's not as good as it used to be with the two-shot at close range like it used to do, but it actually gives like 10% more 3-shot range, and it also retains its 4-shot at long range to the torso. So this drops down to a 25 at long range, so it's still 4-shot. It doesn't affect the damage at all, while also increasing the 3-shot by 10%. So overall, hollow point for the AK-47 is actually, it's a direct upgrade in a way, which I think is pretty interesting. So HP AK-47 is actually kind of back. Oh, there's a grenade there. Hello. And I'm getting spawn camped. Next up, we have the AKM with hollow points, which this thing with hollow points, it actually extends the 3-hit kill range as well, but it also boosts the 2-hit kill range to the head, which is also pretty nice. It also makes it to where you can 1 hit and 1 limb. You can like 1 shot to the head and then 1 shot to the limb will actually be a 2-shot up to like 70 studs, I believe. So it's actually pretty good. The thing that, you know, this has going for it is that it's a 2-shot potential. There we go, I got a double kill, let's go. Yeah, I believe that means you can also 2-tap head as well, so if you have that going, then that's pretty cool. Let me kill some of these guys over here. Just bunny hop my way over here. Get that guy there. Nope, I just completely missed every single one of my shots because I'm amazing at this game. See, as you can see there, it did 60 damage to the head, which is actually pretty nice. Mr. Krabs, by the way, 3. That's cool. That's a very super silly name. Next up, we actually have the Honey Badger, which this thing with hollow point can actually 3-tap up to like 80 studs if you put the squad barrel on. So I think that's actually pretty cool. When previously, I think, hold on, let me check the stats real quick. I think with the default ammo, yeah, with the default ammo, it actually doesn't 3-tap at all. So with hollow point, it does have that 3-tap capability at close range. But to the torso, it actually drops down to 18 at long range. But to the limb, it actually still does 22. So it's not really hindering the long range performance too much, but it's just something to keep in mind. But if you're playing on a map like Metro here, for example, the hollow point is actually pretty good on the Honey Badger. And it's kind of like the Oscar Badger all over again. Got that guy, awesome. As you can see, I did 38 damage to that guy. So yeah, there's definitely 3-shot capability on here. But as you can see there, I did 32. So that's kind of poop. Let me get that guy assist. I guess I'll take it. Yeah, I definitely recommend giving this thing a try, especially if you do like a lot of close range stuff. Maybe for like Desert Storm, this wouldn't be a good idea. But yeah, I mean, Oscar Badger kind of back. Let's go. Also just noticed the magazine changes. Cool. Next up, we have the HK51B with hollow point. With this thing, it increases the 3-tap range up to about 43 studs or so. And it also increases the close range damage to 47, which means you can actually 2-tap to the head with this thing, which I think is pretty nice. But yeah, the HK51B is overall, it's a good gun, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's a little underused. Let me get these guys. No, I'm just going to get shredded. And if I'm not wrong, I believe you can also 1 limb and 1 head with this thing. So if you hit 1 headshot and 1 limb shot, that's also a 2-shot, so you don't have to hit both headshots, which I think is pretty nice. But there goes that teammate. He just jumped over my head. There's a guy back there. You see, I don't know. Let me see if I can get some of these guys. There we go. Got one guy. Got a headshot off on him. The thing is, the recoil is kind of funny in this thing. It's not a lot, but it's just kind of a weird pattern. Okay, hit one guy back there. Yeah, what does the recoil actually look like on this thing? Yeah, see, it's a lot of rotational, I think. I think that's what kind of puts this thing off. So I think that's why I have the pistol grip on here, because it kind of helps with that rotational recoil a little bit, but it's still a little hefty amount of rotational. I'm gonna get that guy there. Let's go. How did I do 19 to that guy? I saw like a little 19 damage indicator. I don't know how that happened. Felt like he was a little closer than that. This thing also has a lot of penetration too. It's kind of weird because this is like a carbine LMG hybrid. I think I like made a video about this earlier, like my all HKs video, but if you haven't tried this thing, I mean, give it a try. It's pretty good. It also has a really fast fire rate, 950, but Yeah, this thing's definitely more of a close range thing. Even with hollow point, the penetration's 1.33, so it's not bad, not bad. Minimum time to kill is also 0.6, down from 0.13. So yeah, this actually does pretty good with hollow point. Next up, we have the Cult Mars. This thing can actually two-shot to the head at close range with hollow point, which it's not a one-shot, one limb, but it's still a two-shot to the head, which isn't bad at all. It's very possible to do. And then also the 3-shot capability is about 50 studs, so that's also pretty nice, while also not really affecting the long range damage too much. I think the long range damage is 21, which is 19.64 to the torso, so it is a 6-shot if you hit the torso, but if you hit the limb, it's not that bad. And all the while, I mean, the Cult Mars is actually a pretty nice gun, even with default, so if you don't have armor piercing on this thing, it's still pretty good just as is. And I'd recommend checking it out if you haven't used it already. Oh, okay, cool. Hold on, I just figured out something weird. Let me see if I can do that again. That was... Yeah, look at that. It's like I'm vaulting, but I'm also like bee hopping. How did I do that? Oh, that's weird. That's strange. Yeah, that's a cool little movement tech. See if I can get that guy there. Yeah, I did 20 damage to him there. Get that guy there. Yeah, the Cult Mars, it's overall a pretty good close range gun. If you're going for long range with this thing, because I think you can also use this thing a little bit at long range if you really wanted to, I'd definitely go with default. But if you're on like Metro or something like that, or I mean Bazaar like I'm on now is a pretty close range map, then I'd definitely recommend trying out Hollow Point on this thing if you haven't. Get that guy there, the guy back there, got him. It's also pretty fast firing. It's 825, which is a little above average. Got those guys there. Yeah, I'm actually going crazy with this right now. Oh, never mind. I'm just bad. But yeah, the Cult Mars, it's pretty much better with hollow point in the same way that the Honey Badger is, just increased ranges and stuff like that. So I'd recommend hollow point on this thing if you haven't already. And it also starts off with a torso multiplier of 1.1, so that lowers it to 0.94, which actually isn't that much of a deduction if you think about it. So there's that. Next up, we have the RPK, which I honestly prefer armor piercing on this, but hollow point is pretty good on this too, because it can actually one hit to the head and one hit to the limb, so both those combined you can actually two-shot up to about 100 studs, I believe. Yeah, 100 studs, so that's actually pretty crazy. And it also significantly increases its 3-shot kill range, which is about probably like still just a little over 100 studs, like 110 studs it can 3-shot out to, which is pretty interesting as well. But I remember back when this thing actually used to do 50 damage with hollow point. Those were the good days, I'm not gonna lie. With the RPK, it's also a pretty low recoil gun. I think it's pretty controllable, but I don't know, the recoil pattern's also kind of weird. It's kind of like the same with the HK51B. It's got oh! Okay, that almost killed me. I'm dead. I don't even remember what I was talking about. What was I talking about? Like back when this thing could 2-shot? Yeah, that was insane. But yeah, still one head, one limb, 2-shot, but not as good as it used to be. Yeah, I remember like with a hollow point back then, you could hit like, you could 2-shot anywhere on the body, which was nice. What's with these guys and grenades, man? They just keep throwing grenades. Yeah, as you can see, I actually 3-tapped that guy. And he was pretty far away, so pretty far 3-hit kill with this thing. I think it's very nice. But still, you do get 3-tap all ranges with the armor piercing if you hit torso shots. So keep that in mind as well. But if you want a little bit better close range performance, then I definitely recommend hollow point on this thing. Get that guy there. That guy just disappeared. Nope, he's right there. Oh, okay. Next up, we have the MSG-90 with hollow point, which with hollow point on this thing, it actually makes it a one-shot to the head at about 150 studs, which I think it actually doesn't one-shot to the head at all without hollow point, so that actually makes this thing pretty good at a medium range, so I think that's pretty epic. Which it drops off to 40, which isn't very good, but this thing also has pretty fast fire rate, so it's a little different from a lot of the other DMRs. The MSG-90, I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't get much love. Nobody really likes this thing, but I think it can be good sometimes. Okay, that guy is jumping around. And this is also named after MSG, like the stuff that you have in food. That's a joke. I don't know, I'm not the best DMR user in the world. Actually, I'm pretty bad with them, but I probably can't even get a single kill to try to show off. Yeah, there we go. There's the headshot kill range, as you can see. I don't know. This is just a special little thing. It's fun to toy around with sometimes. So I definitely recommend going and giving it a try if you haven't. But yeah, especially if you want to do some nice one tapping, just slap hollow point on here and it's actually pretty good. Next up, we have another DMR, which is the SA58 SPR, which I probably use this thing less than the MSG90. I really don't touch either of these guns, but the hollow point on this thing actually doubles your headshot kill range up to about like 103 studs or so, when before I think it's like 53. Yeah, it's like 50 studs without hollow point. So hollow point actually makes this thing a lot better because you can get that extra one tap to the head range if that's kind of what you want to do. And it also has a faster fire rate than the MSG90. There we go, get that guy. As you can see, it also two taps pretty easily too, especially if you're like further away from that one tap to the head range. I can hear a guy. Oh, teammate. My teammate literally stole my kill, bro. I'm trying to show off a little bit of that one tap to the head. Yeah, that's 98, so that's a little past where we want to be. There we go. Now I'm getting some one taps. But yeah, this is another gun that doesn't get used a lot, so I definitely recommend checking it out. I'm dead. But with the hollow point, it does have like a massive head multiplier of 2.14, so that's actually kind of insane. Then, like I said, the fire rate's pretty fast. Like, as you can see here, that's about 500. So I think that about does it today. Let's see if we can get, what did I say, 150 subscribers and 500 likes. Yeah, let's do that. And I guess I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.